And welcome everybody to this week's Hump Day edition, of course, our Hump Day show of The Quest, where me and VC Lauren go on our weekly journeys, our quest, as we say,
journey,
finding the good or bad films. We watch them so you don't have to.
Right? Yeah, I enjoyed this journey, to be honest.
I'm going to tell you everything I heard about this movie. Everybody dogged this fucking movie.
Did they really?
Yeah, there were so many people that dogged the shit out of this movie.
Now, what I did hear was that the movie was extremely woke, but I didn't feel that.
It was sprinkled. There was sprinkles. Mm-hmm. It definitely got some sprinkles of wokeness, yes. But I mean, it's made by it's financed by Disney, so it's got
Disney, so it makes sense. Yeah.
But I thought they were gonna bury my guy, and
he was heroic.
It was. I thought they were gonna go. I thought they were gonna go in the route of, they were gonna make him the second fiddle to the female character that's in there.
Like we don't give out anything on this, but I thought that the chick that he met in the movie, I thought that she was gonna kind of like take the ranks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I thought that was gonna they were gonna pass the torch down.
And her twist was good too. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But I honestly thought they were going to pass the torch down. And I will say this, because it's not spoiler. I'm not going to spoil the movie. But this movie has nothing to do with passing the torch down. I will not tell you whether or not he lives or he doesn't. Everybody already knows that this is the last Indiana Jones film. Like they said, this is Indy's last journey. But I will not tell you why this is Indy's last journey. You're going to have to watch it.
Yeah. I think they just put it to rest. I think it's what they did. It wasn't really a
and which is what they use, which is what Harrison Ford has been doing with most of his characters.
Yeah,
Harrison Ford he did it with Han Solo. He ended that character in Star Wars. He also did it with Deckard in Blade Runner. That's the motherfucker that I need you to watch. I'm gonna remember that. We're doing that for a quest.
Blade Runner. Yeah, write it down.
Yeah, we're gonna fucking get that one. Maybe because this is a Harrison Ford one, I'll remember it. But that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, what I'll do is just do this. Blade Runner.
Yeah, we're gonna get that.
There you go.
We're gonna get that because I want to make sure we do that one. But yeah, this is he's been doing that with a lot of his franchise movies. And again, I wasn't really happy with the send off for Han Solo. I thought Han Solo could have been killed off a little better. But again, that's Disney at its fucking greatest. Disney did a fucking shit job with that. And they were trying to be a little woke with that because I mean the last 3 Star Wars movies were pure wokeness.
Pretty wakey.
Way. Like I mean, like they were waving the flag with those movies. But because these weren't Disney, the Blade Runner movies, phenomenal. Both of them were great, and they were like 30 years apart or some shit, like 40 years apart or whatever. But great movies, and they ended those really well. But this one, I really thought that they were going to ruin it, and And a lot of people hated this movie, but I will sit here and say this is the first time I will go on record saying that Disney didn't ruin it.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed it.
It felt like Indiana Jones.
Right. From the older movies that I remember seeing, because you're a bigger fan than I am, but like I remember seeing a couple of movies sporadically.
It felt like Indiana Jones. Like it felt like how they're supposed to feel.
Yeah. And now, did they have a different actor in the beginning, the younger?
Oh, you're talking no. That's the crazy part. That's that was a big deal about this film, and they did that a little bit, and they did it a little bit in Star Wars too. Disney has this de-ageification software where they scan your face, and they get old footage of you, and they put that over your face so you look younger.
Wow, and they're able to just like have you do all these action scenes and keep that face.
That was him.
Wow.
That was him. Well, I mean, obviously not the crazy act. Like he wasn't doing the jumping scenes and shit like he used to. They definitely had a stunt double for some of that shit.
Oh, sure.
Motherfucker's in his 80s now. He's not doing that shit anymore. But the scenes that he actually was acting in, especially when he was younger, that was him. They just de-ageified him. So I thought that was I thought it was going to look bad, right? I really thought it was going to look bad, and it didn't.
I couldn't tell.
He looked like Indiana Jones from when I was younger. He looked like younger Harrison Ford. So I was like, wow. I was not mad about this movie. I thought I wanted to be too, because you know me and Disney.
Yeah, they've been ruining a lot of fucking old favorites.
And anything that has to do with Lucasfilms, because this was because this is a Lucasfilm, and usually it's just like Star Wars, because Star Wars is Lucasfilms, so is Indiana Jones. Just like Star Wars, I thought they were going to give it the Star Wars treatment, and I don't think they did. I think here's the thing. I will call out wokeness when there is wokeness, but there's a lot of people out here that want everything to be woke. Everybody just wants to argue. Yeah. They just want to argue about everything. Everything is woke. Blah blah blah. If there's a female lead, that's woke. It's like I don't want to be. I'm not that type of person. I'll call out wokeness when it's woke, right? I'm not going to sit there. What are you going to sit there and say? Laura Croft is woke, even though she's not. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know if you'll tell me during the show or after, but I like to know some of the wokeness that you thought you saw, because I don't know. I'm trying to think.
I can say what it was without spoiling the film. There was some little jokes about capitalism in here, like saying basically dogging. There was a few jokes about how dogging on capitalism. They're little propaganda shit.
Yeah.
But it
makes sense. I mean, you had the Nazi throughout the whole movie.
Well, yeah, but they were throwing they threw some shade at that. They were trying to be a little woke, but luckily, I don't know who was in charge of this. They kept the wokeness at a minimum. I actually thought that they were going to make the female character in this like the new Indiana Jones and Big Boss Bitch. Now that I would have called out. Was she a badass? Yeah, she was. Yeah, but there's a difference between being a badass female character and a boss bitch, right? Boss bitches are this new mentality that no matter what, any woman can do anything, right? And let me tell you something. 100-pound scrawny little chick that is timid as hell is not going to shoot a machine gun, right? So when you start doing that shit in movies, then I call out boss bitch shit, right? But this wasn't this. She was a badass. She had years to become who she was.
Yep.
So I did not. She was a strong female actress and a strong female character, and I respected it. I thought they kept the minimal. I thought they kept the wokeness at a minimal, and that's surprising coming from a Disney owned finance film. And again, this felt like Indiana Jones. Like I thought it was going to feel like Indiana Jones, but now it didn't. It felt like Indiana Jones. And I don't think you've seen this one. The one before this was really bad.
I don't think I seen.
It wasn't part of the original ones. The original ones from the back in the day, the first three. Those were great, right? But then they did the one with Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf was in the last one. He's supposed to play Indiana Jones' son. Technically, what they tried to do with that one they tried to hand over the reins to Shia LaBeouf, and he was supposed to carry, because Harrison Ford was supposed to retire that character then. But that movie did so bad, and then Shia LaBeouf fucking went off the rails. So they did a good job of, I won't say why, but they did a good job explaining why Shia LaBeouf was not in this film. And I thought that was I won't say why. If you don't know what it was, I'll explain it to you after the show.
Yeah,
but,
tell me at the end because I might have missed that because I don't recall.
They did
any
a good
mention of any kids or anything.
They went through it and they explained why he's not into it, and I thought that was good because that means that the last Indiana Jones movie is still canon, which I didn't want the movie might have been shit, but I didn't want them. It wasn't bad enough to erase it.
Separate it.
Yeah. Because it's Harrison Ford. I wanted it to be canon, so they did a good job of keeping that one canon, without putting too much focus on it.
No, and they did a beautiful job too. The aerial scenes were amazing.
Oh God, cinematography. This is the thing, though. This is what you expect from Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones movies are known for being full of cinematography. Like even back in the 80s, that's what these movies were for. They were big sets, explosions, fucking okay. You wouldn't have Tomb Raider or Uncharted or any of that shit. All that shit comes from Indiana Jones. Tomb Raider, same thing. I love Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider itself was built off the idea of Indiana Jones. They were full of action. They were full of suspense and all that shit. Same thing with the Uncharted series. You wouldn't have Nathan Drake in the Uncharted series without Indiana Jones.
It kind of opened the doors to that type of movie.
Yeah. And that's what, and they genre. everything that you would expect, the stupid cheesy comedy, it was there, everything they did a good job. I thought, and I know I've read the reviews. A lot of people said, "Oh, this movie was just all about nostalgia. They needed to do more." No, you don't. This is an Indiana Jones film. It's 100% nostalgia.
You know what he does, and you can't really, especially if he's trying to finish the character, you can't add to that.
No, this character did a good job of saying, yeah, he's an old guy and he needs to stop being Indiana Jones, and that's what this movie was.
He's fucking had it throughout the whole film.
Yeah. Now I will say some of the reason is I don't think, and this movie was made for the small bit of us that grew up on Indiana Jones. This movie actually did, in Disney's eyes, bad.
Well, I don't think it got the numbers that they wanted.
No, it didn't. Their budget.
Lot of people that went to see it weren't from the old movies.
Exactly.
They knew anything.
Their budget for this film, I have it right here. Their budget for this film, and now some people are like, I can't believe it was that. This was an almost $4 million movie, $384 million to. No, my bad. No, my bad. $295 million. It was almost.
Okay,
it was almost.
300. $4 million. Like they did all that with $4 million.
Well, no. Well, I mean, shit. It's almost $3 million.
Yeah, no.
This was a
30. No, you said 300 million.
Yeah, 300 million. Almost 300 million.
I thought you said 3 million flat.
Oh no. You cannot make a fucking Indiana Jones movie on $3 million. There's no fucking way.
I did a good
Harrison Ford alone costs like $50 million. Yeah,
right?
No, but this movie cost. Apparently, this was an over-budgeted movie. Disney was not happy with how much this movie cost. Right. Then it made back $384 million, which almost it made back its budget and then almost made an additional $100,000. But they were not happy.
They were not happy.
No, they wanted this movie to be a $6 million movie, and I think that's just greed, right?
Oh, it is.
Everybody got paid, and they made money on top of that, right? But here's the thing: big time reviewers, dogged this movie.
Did they really?
Yeah, big time reviewers dogged the shit out of this movie. They said, "Oh, Harrison Ford needs to stop. This movie, they should have left Indiana Jones in the past." I was like, "Fuck you, motherfucker!" Like, this is Indy right here.
Yeah,
and I'm happy as hell. I am an Indy fan.
Don't have the love for Indy. They just don't care to see a new one.
They just didn't want to see Indiana Jones, so they shit all over it. And as a result, it got poor numbers, and a lot of people. Apparently, it didn't do the numbers that it wanted to, and the budget had a lot to do with it. But I mean, you can't make. It's just like Star Wars. You can't make a cheap Star Wars movie, you can't make that's like making a cheap Jurassic Park movie. You just can't do it. It's going to cost money. So I'm pissed off.
That's the wrong person. Sorry.
I think that the main reason that this film failed the way that it did was because of Disney's standards. And maybe because I think they fucking shat on this. Everybody was crying the woke meter, crying the woke fucking flag with this, and the wokeness wasn't even that bad in it.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like I almost didn't feel it
It was
at
there,
all.
but it wasn't. It was. I could deal with it. It wasn't that atrocious, and that's a surprise coming from a Disney film. And maybe that's the reason why Disney buried this film, because it wasn't. It wasn't woke enough for them.
Yeah.
Because
Like,
everything they do has to be woke. Yeah. We didn't. You know what? We didn't. We needed to. We needed to make sure that Indiana Jones identified as a woman, or
we didn't, they
he
wanted
needs to be non-binary.
That he told him gay or something. Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Indiana Jones needs to be. Now, mind you, that you did feel some of the shift in cultures in this because, Indiana Jones in his prime, motherfucker was a pimp. All right. He even made jokes about it, like in the very beginning when the chick showed up. Without spoiling, he made a joke about whatever I did to you, I'm sorry. Because in the older movies he was a dog.
Man.
Yeah, Indiana Jones, he would travel to countries and just bang him some bitches, right? Yeah. So that's not really the thing now. It's not the
more and more than
but that was the 80s and 90s. It was a manly thing to do. If you wanted to see Harrison Ford on fucking screen, he was going to be a dog because that's what you did, right?
Yeah.
I mean, even Han Solo was a dog. His character in the Star Wars was a dog, But regardless, I don't think that Disney was happy with what they wanted wasn't there. I don't think that this was as atrocious as I thought it was going to be.
That with a couple different movies too, where it only makes a couple $1,000s above the budget, and they think it's or $1 million.
Well, okay, of course there needs to make. You don't want to just make your money back. Of course, you want to make money.
Right, you want. But
$100 million though, like you made $100 million almost extra,
and you're not happy.
And that goes to the studio.
Yeah,
that's not. We still need to. No, that's $100. That's money extra. You paid all your people off. The set was paid for. Everything.
That's your profit.
Everything. Yeah, that's your profit. You made dude. Give me $100 million.
Yeah, I tell you what. Yeah, if you're not happy, Disney, send it this way, bro.
If I give you $3 million and you bring me back $4 million, I'm okay with that.
I'm happy. Hell yeah.
That's the problem.
Multi-billion-dollar companies that want the profit to be like out of this world,
and they picked a really bad time to do that. I mean, shit, we're going through bad financial times right now, and they're expecting $6 million
right now.
And then on top of that, what you're talking domestic? You're only talking domestic. They were like, oh, it failed overseas. That's because Indiana Jones is an American icon. It's not a fucking Middle Eastern thing. It's not a British thing. It's not even an Asian thing.
Well, it's that, and just what we're going through right now is almost global. So it's like it's affecting everybody.
Well, no, but I'm not saying that. But the Indiana Jones character itself is an American.
That in itself is more of an American.
That is an American prime character.
Yeah,
that's up there with like Frank Sinatra and shit. You can't get more American than fucking Indiana Jones. The motherfucker beats up Nazis. Every movie that motherfucker has made it out to beat up Nazis.
Yep.
Like, I mean, that's like the most. He's like Indiana Jones is America. Like that's America right there. Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't expect that to do well overseas. It's an American movie.
In the 80s, it was the epitome of like American manliness.
Indiana Jones was the manly man. That's like I grew up. I was like, man, I want to be just like Indy.
Yeah.
Indy was a childhood fucking. I loved Indy growing up, man. That's a big deal for me. I grew up on Indy. I can't wait. They got a video game coming out. It's an Xbox,
let me ask you
and
a question.
I can't wait for that.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Okay, so the movie is called Indiana Jones. Is his middle name Anna?
No, his nickname is Indiana.
Oh,
they actually say his real name, and they say his name in this movie, but his nickname is Indiana. I think it was named, or was it?
Where did that come from? Like,
I think it was a middle name or something like that. I think, or I can't remember. In the old movies, they explain his name. I can't remember.
Explain it. Okay.
I'm a little rusty on the name.
I don't remember enough to.
No, his name is Indiana.
Indiana. Okay, his name.
His nickname is Indy. They call him Indy.
Indy for short.
Yeah, Indy,
I get it. Okay.
His name is Indiana Jones. But they actually go through his name. Actually, his father in the movie, his father plays in the old movies. So his original, his father's character is played by, oh my God, James Bond. I'm ashamed of myself. The English British actor, James Bond. Old for the 1960s.
Who plays James Bond?
Like I want to like
Daniel Craig?
No, that's new. I'm
Daniel
talking.
Craig?
No,
Okay.
no. I'm talking about from the old '60s, like the 1960s, maybe.
The original, maybe?
Yeah. Well, no, he's not the original, but he.
No.
I'm not even gonna focus. But I don't want to put you. But he's. I'm ashamed of myself. I know who he is. I know who he is. It's lost on me right now. I don't know why. But yeah, he plays his father. There's only one character that Short Round didn't make his comeback in this, and that really made me sad. He was a little Asian kid in my favorite indie movie.
Okay.
And it was his little sidekick, and it really made me sad that he was the only character that didn't come back. And Disney has worked with this character because he's in the new Loki series. But they didn't bring him back for this.
They didn't bring him for this. Huh?
No, and I was really, really sad about that because they brought back a lot of other people, but they didn't bring him back. But I don't know. But with that said, it is that time where we get into the scoring of this. And my scoring is actually surprising because I thought I was going to dog the shit out of this movie. I really thought I was going to. So, if you are a first time viewer of this, then I will get into what this is all about. Basically, we give it a 4 category. We give the story, acting. This week we have one for action. Okay, so we have an action one, and then we have production. Okay, with that, we go from that to the woke meter, which I'm actually quite surprised the woke meter isn't higher than it actually is. And then we give our overall score. All right. We have a noble. If it's above a 5 on any of the high ones, we give it a noble seal. If it's below a 1, we give it the noble pile. All right. So with that said, I think it is time that we get into the score. Yeah, I think so.
That's it.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's get into the scoring. So what do you give the score for India? Oh, what was it? I'm over here fucking misplacing my shit. It's a low day. What do you give for story for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny? What do you give the story score?
I give it a 5. I really enjoyed this movie. Mind you, I haven't seen so
you give it a 4.5 for the story overall. And that's.
So,
I mean, you give it a. You what did you say? You give it a what?
5.
You give it a 5.
I give it a 5.
And that's coming from someone who hasn't. Have you seen what have you seen of the series?
Just the original ones from the 80s.
Okay, so the 3 original ones.
Remember them? I barely remember them.
Okay, but you didn't see the Crystal Skull, the one that came out in the early 2000s.
No.
Okay.
I haven't seen an Indiana Jones movie in eons.
You can actually. That one actually was lower budget than this one. You could tell that one looked worse than this one.
Okay.
Even for its time.
But I enjoyed the story. I thought it was solid.
No. The story was really good for this one. I didn't give it a 5.
Okay.
It was not my favorite Indiana Jones film. I definitely have my favorite Indiana Jones film. I forget which one it was. The Temple, something of Temple. I mean, it's the one where he gets the heart. It's the one with Short Round.
3.
I think it was the second one. It's the one where he goes and it's like and he goes to the Temple of Doom. I think it's the Temple of Doom or something. It basically where he gets his heart. They call him on. They actually made reference in that. They were like, have you ever had somebody spew ancient shit at you and try to rip out your heart? Like he made a joke about that. That was that. But that's my favorite Indiana Jones film. This is a good one though. This is a really good one. 4.5 for me, which is not bad. You give it a 5. 4.5.
No, it's not bad at all.
Okay, so moving on to the acting. What do you give the acting for this film?
I really enjoyed it. I mean, the little kid I didn't really like much. Her friend, I guess, or kid that she took in or whatever. But other than that, it was solid acting. I gave it a 3.5. It was okay. It wasn't over the top, but it was definitely bad.
I gave this film a solid 5. And the reason why is because everything, like this felt like an Indiana Jones film. Like, sure, was some of it cheesy? Yeah. But it's because it's supposed to be. Even the kid, that's how the kid, that's how they were always in these movies.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, you wouldn't want the kid to be modernized. You wouldn't want the kid to be like a serious character. That's how that was her sidekick. And in the older Indiana Jones, like he had Short Round, and that kid reminded me of Short Round. So
Okay, yeah.
so I was like,
thief
yeah.
running around,
So I totally like that's how Indy met Short Round. He met it because he was trying to steal. Like he met him in I forget what he met him, but he met him and he was pickpocketing him and shit. And it's kind of similar to this kid. It's So I thought everything was acted as it should be. So I gave it a 5. I gave it a 5 for that.
Right.
Definitely appreciate it. The acting. Everybody did their part. Moving on to the action. What do you give the action score of this film?
That's where I gave it a solid 5 as well, because it was really jam packed with action. You know, there was story developing and everything else, but there was a lot of action, especially in the beginning, towards the center, and the end. So they spaced it out well, but it was there.
That is what these movies are supposed to be.
Yeah,
this movie did a wonderful job, phenomenal job of putting on a show cinematically, and I gave the action a seal. Because this is what you expect from an Indiana Jones film. This is what you want from an Indiana Jones film. You want crazy ass over the top shit. And that's what this movie was. This was over the top, wild ass action. And that's what Indiana Jones is.
Yeah.
Everything was there. Everything was there. And I totally seen every little bit of it. People were shitting on this movie saying, oh, there's nothing to this movie. I don't know what fucking movie you watched. I'm surprised that I'm actually fucking sitting here saying this about a modern Disney funded movie.
Yeah.
Because Disney doesn't have Disney has a track record of ruining look what they did to Star Wars.
Yeah.
So the fact that I don't think that they ruined this. And I was ready to be mad as hell because I am a big Indiana Jones fan. I like I said, Indy is a childhood fucking hero to me. Okay. And I was ready to throw hands on this movie.
No, you were surprised.
I was surprised. They did not ruin my Indy, and I think they sent Indy off well. I don't see any other way that you could have done it. Like they did it fine. Moving on to the production. What do you give the score for production of this film?
I gave it a 5. It was gorgeous.
Okay.
It was gorgeous. The scenery was beautiful. Even the action scenes were done really beautiful.
Absolutely.
Flawless.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, polished. Yeah.
I will go as far as giving that also a seal.
Nice.
It felt like especially because of the de-ageification. I thought that was scary. Eerily good. Eerily good. The fact that they made him, it didn't look bad. It didn't look like CGI. This actually looked like he was young. There was no point in the movie where you're like, oh, I could see the graphics. No, it looked like Harrison Ford back in the 80s and 90s. Like it looked like young Harrison Ford.
Yeah, I thought it was just another actor and him just dubbing.
That was him. They just de-ageified him. And I thought that alone goes because that shit was expensive.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought all the money, everybody, Disney bitched about how expensive this movie was, almost $300 million. You've seen all of it. The $300 million was all there. The cast was all there. They had recurring people come back from the older movies. They were in there.
Yeah, and they got paid.
They all got paid.
Yeah.
Fucking Harrison Ford alone, he's fucking getting paid. Right?
Oh, yeah.
And then the cinematography and editing and all that other shit, it was all great.
Yeah.
So and everything fell. So I give it a seal. I gave it a seal for the production.
Very nice.
So now moving on to the woke meter. What do you give the woke meter of this film?
I'm not gonna change it. I originally gave it a 1. I see what you're saying now, but I didn't feel it. So if I didn't feel it, I'm gonna just say it was a. It didn't move much. It didn't move at all, really.
I gave it a 2.5. I gave it 2.5 because there was little sprinkles there. There was. I'm not going to say there wasn't anything woke in it, but the things that you thought were going to be woke weren't woke. There were things in there that they sprinkled in, like some of the political slams. They were throwing a little bit of political slams in there.
The only thing I remember was when
I think they might have said crazy cracker once in this.
Oh, that they did say that.
Yeah, the one chick in there was like you crazy cracker.
Yeah.
Some shit.
Oh, you're right. The one with the afro.
Yeah. I think they said okay. I'm not even mad about that, but I mean, if you're going to throw that in there, that's racist, right?
It is
but
racist.
The fact that they let it get away with that's woke. That's what that is. So yeah, that's why I gave it a
true.
2.5.
Think of that.
Yeah, that's why I gave it a 2.5 because there was a little bit there, but it wasn't enough to destroy this movie. And I thought the things that I thought were going to be woke about this film were not woke.
Yeah.
So I applaud that. So now moving on to the final. What do you give the overall scoring for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny?
I gave it an 8.5.
8.5.
I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
From beginning to end, I really enjoyed it.
I applaud that. I give it a 9.5.
Nice.
9.5. I am surprised. This is the first Disney funded movie in a long time that I can sit here and go, that was a good movie.
Yeah.
Especially of a franchise that I grew up on, because they shit all over Star Wars. And I thought they were going to shit all over Indiana Jones, and
Even a lot of the kiddie remakes they do are fucking destroyed. Yeah.
Oh no, a lot of shit that they do is really, really atrocious. I mean, God, what they did to the Marvel Cinematic Universe is fucking horrible. Like the Marvel Cinematic Universe is dying now because they don't know what the fuck to do with it. And it's a goddamn shame. I think they should sell Marvel back and just let Marvel do whatever the fuck they want.
Bought these rights to destroy films. Is what they did.
And what I think should happen is I think they should release Lucasfilms. I think they should sell Lucasfilms back to George Lucas. And George Lucas has already said that he would be willing to come back if he had full control over it, or they can sell it back to him. But he will not go. He will not do anything with them So I think you should give Lucasfilms back to George Lucas.
Merging. He wants the whole thing.
No, he wants the whole thing. He either wants to be in full control of the movies. They can still own it, but he wants to either be in full control of the movies or he wants them to sell it back to him. Okay.
Yeah.
And then Marvel, I think they should just release Marvel. Marvel has made enough money now on doing this so they can go on their own. I understand why they let Disney buy them, because they weren't doing when they first released those first Iron Man movies back in the late 2000s, like the Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, and the Thor movies. Before Disney bought them, they were doing okay, but they were hemorrhaging money. And then Disney was like, "Look, your movies are good. People like your movies. Let's throw money at you, and you just got to buy it." And that I get why they did it. You know, they sold off Sony, they sold Spider-Man and all that shit.
Profit before, they ruined it all.
But now them being in the position, I think they should just be released. That's where I'm at. But no, regardless of that, 9.5 I gave this. You give it an 8.5, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
So a solid 9. I think that's perfectly fine. 9 out of 10.
Oh yeah.
Bravo. I was really gonna sit here and be mad. I thought they were gonna send my guy off, and I was going to be mad. I think they retired the character in the best way that they could. I will not say why. Everybody knows this is the last Indiana Jones. I will not say why it's the last Indiana Jones. If you want to know why it's the last Indiana Jones, you got to watch it.
Yep.
And I can't, now this has got me hyped because, like I said, there's an Indiana Jones game coming out this year, and I am fucking stoked. I am in full Indiana Jones fucking mode right now.
Yeah, it could be open world and everything.
Oh, open world! You get to travel the world doing a bunch of Indiana Jones shit, and this is young Indy too, right? So I mean, you're beating up Nazis, banging chicks, and going through like crazy relics and shit. I'm okay.
Yeah,
cool. Let's do that. Let's do that. I'm all on board for this resurgence of Indiana Jones. This is my childhood all over again, so I'm all on board. But yeah, that is our episode on Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, guys. Would you say it's worth a rent? Or actually, not a rent. This is on Disney. It's as of the time of watching this. Yeah, if you have Disney Plus, go watch it.
And honestly, if they were turning this into a box set with the 3 original ones, and
5,
maybe the center one there, 5 or whatever,
I would buy all 5. At this point, I would, even though I thought the Crystal Skull was a somewhat lackluster one, I would still buy it as a box set of all 5. Oh
yeah, it'd be a nice collectible.
I would love. You know what I want to do? I want to sit down and watch all. I want to, but I don't think the older movies I don't think are appropriate for my son just yet.
Okay, they were. Yeah,
no, because a lot. There's some humor in there that's for not kids.
Yeah, adult. Yeah.
He's sitting there talking about banging bitches and shit. I don't think he's ready for that. This one didn't. No. This one didn't have too much of that. It's a little bit more family friendly. But eventually, what I would love to sit down is I do want to sit down eventually, and maybe when my son's a little bit older, and I want to watch all the Indiana Jones movies with him, and I think he would love it.
Yeah.
But that is our take on this week's Quest episode. I am color me surprised. I'm pleasantly surprised with this.
An enjoyable film.
Enjoyable film. Surprised at even saying that. Go give it a watch. Totally agree with it. Don't listen. Like everybody said, this movie was shit. If you like Indiana Jones, I don't see you hating this film. It's not perfect. I don't see
where it would have been shit. But...
It's not perfect. There are better Indiana Jones movies, yes. But this was, if they had to send off Indiana Jones, this was the best way they could have did it. This made up for the Crystal Skull. Because the Crystal Skull was supposed to be the end of Indiana Jones, and that one fucking was shit. This one was the best this was the best we could have got, and it wasn't half bad. So
yeah, bravo Disney for not fucking it up.
Thank you Disney for not fucking this one up. Thank you. I did feel a little bit of your fucking push in there, but I somehow by the grace of whatever, you didn't put your fingerprints all over it. So
yeah.
So thank you for not ruining my childhood this time. But that is the quest for this week, guys. We're going to get the hell out of here. Make sure to go to nobulgi.com, NOBULLGI.com. Check it out. All things Noble are there. You'll be able to find our full schedule, find out what's coming, going, and all that other bullshit. You'll find our full catalog of every other show that we do on the network. And you'll also find our merch store, which you get yourself some merch, guys. Like, follow, subscribe, hit that notification bell, stay up to date with all things Noble that we do here on the YouTube channel or the website. Check it all out. Find us on all our socials. Get us on our Discord. Check us out, guys. Spread the word, too. Goes a long way. But
spread the love. We need it.
We are going to get the hell out of here. Great fucking Quest episode. Very happy with the result. Thank you for joining us on this Wednesday. We're going to get out of here on this hump day and enjoy it. Enjoy the rest of your hump day. And we will get the hell out of here, guys.
That's right.
Peace out.
Wonderful one.
And we will see you when we see you.
Peace.